Buenos días, dámy a pánové, já vás vítám u naší herní série na hru Mass Effect Andromeda. Vydáváme se směrem někam do prdelky zase. Uvidíme, kam nás to zavede tentokrát. Takže na kadru jsme už udělali úplně všechno, už jsme si tady postavili i osídlení. Takže v tom nevidím zatím žádný problém. Tak, zajímá mě, kdo si se mnou bude chtít dál pokecat. Tak, spíš co máme dalšího ještě za ty věci. Tak. Pohřešované archy. Dobré, já se musím podívat na misi v Heleu a já Nexus Tempest. Kdo si chce... Kdo má se mnou potíže zase s úkolem? Dobře. Tak, minutku. Jsem chtěla na Tempestu vrátit k... Kylo.
Oh, the ship manual's useful. That leg of my workbench needed propping up.
If you bothered reading it, you'd know that the Tempest is an orchestra of new tech. You can't just meddle with...
I got this ship launch ready in record time, Callow. I know my stuff.
And you don't have a shred of respect for other people's.
Callow?
Oh, Ryder. Sorry you had to hear that.
Kylo.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
To mi nemusíš říkat. To vím až moc dobře.
I got the popcorn, and whatever Graxon is.
Thank you. I owe Cora for letting me use her clearance. This'll be fun, like watching vids with Sid when she was little.
Ano, což mi připomíná, že bychom se konečně měli podívat za tou ségrou. Spojenci a vztahy, kdo mě potřebuje. Ano, to udělám za chvilku. Teďka máme misi v Heleu na Nexusu, život na hranici, počkej, já tady mám donést, co mám udělat. Jo tak, na A mám dokonce dvě věci, tak to já se tam vrátím za chvilku. To jenom dodělám tady tohle a hned letíme na A, ať tu nemáme už nic, ať už máme zatím jenom ty spojenecké ty věcičky a... Zatím se nám docela daří, kámo, my vůbec nejedeme příběh. My vůbec nejedeme příběh, kámo, my si tady jedeme svoje, nás vůbec nezajímá příběh, my prostě úplně jebem na příběh silně. My jebeme tak silně na ten příběh, že to ani tak, život na hranici, nebo jak se to tady jmenuje. Ano, život na hranici, setkejte se na Nexusu ze Sid. Konečně poznám se Gruvetry, budete šprdel docela. Pak poletíme na Aju, tam vrátíme všechny věci. Protože to bude rychle, to jenom uděláme nějaké kraviny a jdeme do křídy a do Říma. Do křídy a do Říma zároveň. Tak, životek na hranici. Tak, letíme tabulatorem, to trošku přirychlíme. Tak, vum, ano. Škoda, že tady se to nedá přetočit. Vrum. Sedím, že nám nepopadaly ještě všechny hrnky do toho. Tak, když Kalo tak hezky umí přistávat, tak nám že se fakt divím, že nám nepopadaly zatím ještě hrnky. No, je to velmi, velmi zábavné. OK, no, tak vystoupíme a letíme dál. Tak jo. Operační středisko, nebo kdo si to chce se mnou promluvit. Sid, to musíš být ty. Halo?
Good that you're here, Ryder. I found something while monitoring comms for the Nexus. Multiple attacks by people called the Three Sabers. They're hitting outposts and supply vessels. The really weird part is they seem aware of our operations, like they're getting intel.
I hope you have some proof to back up that allegation.
No real proof, just a pattern that shows they seem to know where to attack. And a feeling. I've reported it, and they say they'll investigate, but then forget. But you're the Pathfinder. If someone's betraying the Nexus, you have to do something about it.
If they seem to know our operations, that could spell trouble. Best to get to the bottom of it.
Thank you. I knew I could count on you. Best Pathfinder ever. I don't know where they hide, but I got the nav points for their most recent raids. Maybe the Tempest scanners can figure out where they went.
Dobře. Dobře, takže u toho bychom měli letět i na Aju tím pádem. Hej, tu je nějaký vedlejšek a já ho furt nemám splněný. Co pak to tu máme za vedlejšaček?
Pathfinder Rider?
Co potřebujete, madam?
What's going on? Why are you whispering?
I'm planning a surprise for Superintendent Kesh. She's always complaining that our stock of spirits is tame. I hear Kadara Port is famous for bizarre homebrews. Supposedly pack a powerful punch. Hoping you can pick some up and keep it quiet.
You do know Krogan have super hearing, right?
What? Shit. Oops. Hope you can find something. Mom's the word.
Dobře. Až budu na Kadaru, tak určitě. Minutku, tady máme další vedlejšák. Proč furt beru samé vedlejšáky, že? Sellers.
Excuse me, Pathfinder. I don't know where else to turn. My best friend's been missing since the revolts.
Tell me.
He was involved with a woman who was exiled. She obsessed over him, and I'm sure she kidnapped him. The powers that be don't buy it and don't care. They say most likely he went willingly.
Love can make us do strange things.
He didn't love her. She was just a fling. The Initiative has branded him a traitor. I don't want that to be his legacy. I want to clear his name, Sanjeev Clement. The woman was Delaney Bruce. She must have taken him to Kadara.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm in your debt.
Tak, zatím teďka máme všechno jenom na Kadaru, takže to potom, jak se tam vrátíme, tak to hned prošetříme.
The Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help. They'll be great allies.
A worker was lost to space during repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name has been withheld until next of kin in the Milky Way is notified. This is HNS.
Tak, co pak tu? Počkej, co se stalo? Počkej minutku, teďka fakt budu jezdit tím a tím? Au. Aha, dobré. Teďka nyní můžete zjistit, co se stalo, jo? Jenom tak pro zabavu. Ale naštěstí vím, že potřebujeme do Tempestu, takže jedeme do doku a rychle na Tempest. Vezmeme Aju s sebou. Cestou vylíhneme Kadar ještě. Cestou vylíhneme ještě Kadar a bude to skvělý. Tak ano, vrátíme se na Tempestík, z Tempestu takže na Kadar, Aju a ještě toto. Prohlídneme to všechno a vrátíme se na Nexus. Xit, až to všechno prošetříme. To budou takové naše zastávky. První naše zastávka a je. Tak, hotovo. Pařez. Tak, hotovo.
Welcome back.
Děkuji. Tak. My tady taky máme černou díru, jak vidím. Ty jsou asi dneska všude už. Tak. Tak, bezpečné cesty. Tabulatorem. Přítel nebo nepřítel? Úkol, angarská iniciativa, zapomenutá historie. To ještě těch úkolů budu plnit strašně moc, jak vidím. Já si je nechávám tak a potom si seřadím přesně, který je který. Kamo, a my tam vlastně máme teďka to, že? Podívat se zatím ještě, takže to je jenom tak pro zajímavost. Já to vidím tak, že v září přesně měsíc. Přesně o to, kdy jsme začali druhý díl prakticky, tak já si myslím, že tohle to nám bude přesně trvat roky ještě. Rok a víc možná. Uvidíme, no. Památné zahrady. Tak.
You're always a welcome sight, Pathfinder. Still no word from our search vessel. How goes your hunt for the missing satellites?
Your people caught scavengers from Kadara port stealing them. There was a fight. Your ship lost.
I sent them out. And risked your life too. The scavengers. Angaran? Have our deserters preyed upon us again?
Ne, byli z Nexusu.
We caught up to them. They attacked without warning. Might have been Rokar. We fought them off and recovered what was left of the satellites.
I'm so sorry, Pathfinder. And ashamed. This is not who we are. Please accept my apologies. I hope you can look past this.
It's not your fault. Kadar is full of bad people.
They chose to stand alone. They'll suffer the consequences. I'll file a report with our leaders. Perhaps it's time the Resistance got involved. We'll rebuild the satellites and return them to space. I'll keep you updated with our latest charts.
Thank you, Mariko.
No, Pathfinder. Thank you.
Skvěle. Tak, co tu máme dál? No, těch úkolů tu mám takže jak nasratých zase. Tak. A já zapomenutá historie.
Pathfinder, I studied the Angaran astronomer's data transfer. His files begin before the satellites. The initiative will benefit tremendously from this.
And all I had to do was lie to him. Thanks, Sam.
Opět na současných 5, hej kamo, kam já zase běžím. Viděli jste to, jak to rozjel úplně, vum? Tak, rychle za naší historičkou, poslední zprávu tady dostane, pak se podíváme, co máme dál. Unik. Tak, průzkumníku, dveře Pathfindere. Tak, šup. Tak, ladies, mám pro vás poslední úlomek.
Yeah. Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
Is this Angaran? I found it on one of your homeworlds.
Sun above. It's an ancient Ravan, a musical instrument. It uses Angara's body energy to produce music. We have them now, but nothing this beautiful. The songs it played were probably lost long ago. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories, it's all gone.
Because of you, it won't disappear completely.
Yes, I can be determined.
I admire it.
You say that now.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Tak. Už se stalo. Tak jo. Spíš než dodatečné úkoly máme tady... Tady tohle ještě musíme si promluvit ještě z Mošáje. To mi řekni, kam budu muset až jít, aby jsem se za ní dostala. Tady těma to dveřma, že asi? Ne? Tak ne, OK. Kamu, já už si nepamatuju, kdo to je, ale to mi nedělej. Už to fakt nepamatuju, když to má všechno pamatovat. Dobré, tak já jdu dovnitř zase tam, protože... Tam to vypadá asi jako jedině nadějné, že... by něco mohlo být. Ale tu nic není. Kurdomaci, kámo, tady to fakt, vole. Nesnáším. Nesnáším, když nevím, kam mám jít. Piču, já to udělám jinak trošku. To jebkám silně. Ale kde je to rychlé cestování, kurva, zase? Ano! Ano, vole, chci velitelství odboje. Typuju, že tam asi Mošáje bude. Ne, Mošáje je zase úplně někde v prdeli. Kde ona je, do prdele? Hej, zabiju, vole. Ježi, uvidím, tak ji zabiju. Ne, tu jsou dveře, kamo, co já dělám?
If I should have come to me.
Axel, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's he doing here?
Oh, hledal jsem vás.
I asked the Moshai to set up a meeting. I don't want us to be enemies.
Is this true?
Axel, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. He risked his life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I want to be allies. Equal allies.
You don't even treat your own equally. Isn't that why the Krogan left?
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel... He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket... Even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Spuste videokonferenci na... Proč? Proč? Proč já? Do čeho jsem se to zase pustila? Prosím vás, můžeme to někdo vysvětlit? Bože, do čeho jsem se to fakt zase pustila? Tak, tady máme nějakého...
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city? I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested Kiloa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it. A medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
Získejte semena kvůli na Aje. Dobře. Mě do města pustí, mohu pomoci. Tak, běžíme.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Jo. Ano. Děkuji. A ještě jedna věc. Jo, ještě tady se musím podívat. Sežente pivo od pašeráku, to taky. Tak, ještě tady tohleto. Tak a pak se můžeme podívat. Šup. Nemáte tady někde schody? Máte tu schody, výborně.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Dobře.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
Ošetřovna.
My people on Kadara are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
Jasně, že to bude stačit, typuju, že jo? Tak, výborně, bude mít obojí hned a ještě mám navštívit. Ještě mám tady tohle. Navštívit tady velitelství. Tak, ambasáda iniciativy je zase o něco víc nahoře. A já nemám svůj ten, abych se tam mohla odskákat, takže to budu muset vyjít pěšo. Skákání by mi šlo líp. Když tady to trapné běhání.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before. Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
Dokonalý budíček, musíte být expert.
I assume you're trained for first contact diplomacy.
I'm a social anthropologist with a linguistics background. Close enough for Director Tan. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
No more than I do. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
Požádejte o pomoc.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
Návštěvníci z iniciativy s Bohem.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Promluvte si se Sorvisem. Ježišmarja. A to jsem chtěla udělat úplně jiné ty a na Aya mám nakonec mnohem víc práce, než se zdálo. Jo, já nemůžu jít po schodech. Já bych to ráda odskákala, ale... Ty voga, já tady normálně plním... Sorry, kámo, sorry. Tady má aspoň rychlejší otevírání dveří. Sorry, Len.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Hey!
Ease off. I'm here to help. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
Sounds like there's more to this. Don't suppose you caught his name?
Didn't ask, didn't want it, didn't need it. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
Proskenujte členy odboje. Ještě dolů můžu jít, že vlastně. Na to zapomínám pořád, že můžu jít ještě pořád dolů. Koro.
I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
That's our man.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
Poslouchám.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself, That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
I believe you, and I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador, see if we can minimize our impact on your vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
Vraťte se k velvyslankyni Riele. Brm. Tak jo. Já mám teda obrovskou radost, že se mi zatím tady jako daří docela dobře. Jo, už tam běžím. Počkej. Tak. Ještě hore, takhle.
Welcome back. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya?
I've heard of it. Why?
Angar are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
Udělejte doma místo.
We could let Angar who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director Tan immediately.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Tak. Dobrý. Co dál? Tak, máme tu ještě něco dalšího. Tak, měli bychom se teda vydat. Počkej, tu jsme měli, myslím, nějaký ten ještě, ne? Ne. Takže na ten pes rychle zase zpátky. Nebudu to přece obíhat, na to nemám nerva. Na to nemám nerva toto zase obíhat jak kretén. Místo toho se vydáme na ten pes tady takhle. Ne, ještě ne, minutku. Ten borec první potřeboval získat ty věci.
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them. More of your outposts need help, if you have time. Vold's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. The solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find. Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be okay?
Once they have these, they'll be fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
Super. Ne, teďka fakt nemám čas na to jim ještě posílat solárko. První splním pár tady těchto úkolů a teprve potom se můžu vydat někam do řitě, zase zpátky. Teďka první potřebujeme zjistit, co se sakra stalo. Jinde? Co se stalo? Jinde? Ano. Tak.
Hello?
Zdravím. Mrkneme na terminál. Někdo mi psal. Nemyslel jsem si, že jsi ten typ člověka, který střelí člověka dozad. Já si ze svých skutečnou internet prozraditelů se ale ukázal ve svém pravém světle. Pokud si myslíš, že je konec, tak zaplatíš příteli, jen si oddal nevyhnutelné. Já ti dám. Ryder, vyprávěl jsem Lemovi PB a Alexi dětský příběh, který nám říkávali matky, když jsme byli malí. Pocházejí z naší ústní historie z doby před zkázou. Před dávnými časy žilo dítě, které bylo velmi tvrdohlavé a neposlouchalo žádná moudra. Ani od svého otce, ani od svých mnoha matek. Jednoho dne při hledání dobrodružství se vrhl na palubu kosmické lodi s neznámým cílem cesty. Tato malá dívka byla statečná, že hledala dobrodružství, nicméně skončila vypuštěna do vesmíru společně s nákladem odpadu. Zaslouženě umrzla ve chladném váku vesmíru a zemřela. Konec. Slon, prostě nečekej tyhle zprávy často, jen jsem ti chtěla dát vědět, že dodržím naši dohodu. Vaše stanoviště je v bezpečí před spolkem a před zbytkem všech vyvrholů v pustině. Tak kdybys nebyl taky kokot, tak možná... Tak kdyby nebyl taky kokot, ten, že by prozradil... Já se teda neukazuju rád ve svém správném světle, ale... Už to tak muselo být, no. Volám konferenčku. Děkuji. Tak, co máme?
Suvi, play the full distress call from Prodromos.
Right away.
This is the initiative outpost Podromos on Eos. We're in need of assistance. Tempest, this one is for you. We've got hostiles inbound. No ground activity, but there soon will be. Pathfinder, we need you. Going dark until it's resolved. We're not giving up Eos again. Out.
Could use more information than just hostiles and the worry of escalation.
Could be he's worried it's not a simple attack. If someone's willing to risk attacking Prodromos, your first outpost...
They're trying to make a point. That's the last we heard? Nothing else?
No rider, but also no alarms. The orbital buoy isn't showing any major traffic. Bradley's military, all about the prep. I bet it's a brownout to present less of a target.
Keep the nav fresh. I'll be on the bridge soon.
Understood.
Super. Tak, minutku. Mám odletět na Podromos, jo? Vrum, vrum, tam, tam.
I can try talking to him for you. That's kind, Subi, but I don't think it will help.
Nevím co, ale dobře. Nevím co, ale dobře. Ty vole, už je to. Tak, lojální mise, jdeme na věc. Budeme si všichni lojální. Tak, tam bych to na Prodromos. Přítel, nebo nepřítel, kdo ví.
Ready to fly, Path. What the?
Find something?
Something pinged us. An ID request. The Tempest auto-responded.
We'll keep an eye out in the sector.
Minutku.
Deploying probe.
That a satellite? Is that what pinged us in this sector?
It's pulsing an initiative call response code. Someone knows our tech inside and out.
Let's get a scan.
Tak jo.
What the hell happened?
Anti-trackback measure? Drive system overloaded. Not quick enough, though. I got a serial that has triggered an alert.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
What is going on?
Tak, první přiletíme tam a potom teprve poletíme. Ty vole, to se tu začíná pěkně míchat na konci této epizody. Začínáme být velmi... Proč tam musí být i pipi do prdele? Jdu se zabít, vole. Jdu se zabít. To nemá cenu. Jdu se zabít. Tak. Jdu spáchat sebevraždu, jdu být vypuštěn do vákua. Tak.
Ryder, tell me about the satellite you found.
Director? What are you talking about?
My alert identified a ZK resource tracker. They're emergency tech, full of overrides so they can bypass protocol. They were designed by Dr. Zoe Jean Kennedy. She disappeared with the Exiles. If her tech has shown up, that could give someone a backdoor to steal from your outposts.
Why were these trackers allowed to bypass protocols?
They're supposed to be hubs, to rapidly track and pull resources if lives are at stake somewhere. That's why they weren't deployed. Tan didn't like anyone bypassing his rubber stamp.
If this satellite is new, how is it kept up with our security measures?
That's a very good question.
What was Dr. Kennedy's role in the initiative?
She designed the orbital beacons, forward stations, and half the kit in the Tempest. She'd ram an upgrade through before the requisition was on Tan's desk. Dr. Kennedy disappeared along with the Exiles. That was a big loss.
Pretty extreme to set up a personal alert. Why do that?
A lot of Dr. Kennedy's projects were unofficial.
But you backed them, like these trackers.
I don't want some asshole using my access codes to cut a backdoor into our resources, or Tan blaming me for it. But I also want to know what happened to her.
She disappeared with the Exiles, but you aren't calling her one?
She sympathized, but we'd never let an expert like that go. She was vital. But in the chaos, a lot of things, and people, went missing.
If we have to find the tech or the person, where do we begin?
You got a sliver of data from the first tracker. With more scans, maybe Suvi can assemble a point of origin. Obviously, these trackers are being deployed where initiative tech is concentrated. That means outposts. Try another outpost system, or place more. Maybe you'll draw them out, whoever they are.
And when we find them?
They're stealing our resources. My concern is Dr. Kennedy, her tech, their lives. In that order.
Až budu moc, tak jo, dámy a pánové, já to tady pro dnešek tipnu, já jenom odletím na Podromos. Tak. Tak. Tentokrát s náma půjde PV a Vetra. A jde prdel trošku. Jo, měl s náma jít ten gel. Měl s námi jít gel, takže.
Coordinating, path is calm.
Koordinuji, trasa je klidná, děkuji. Měl s náma jít gel ještě. PV a gel, to jsou dva ti, co s námi měli jít. To už, nevadí. Tak u toho gel prostě nebude. A nebo bude, protože do příští epizody mám přece pořád ještě čas, ne? Tak, dámy a pánové, já bych to tady pro dnešek tipla. Děkuji moc za každý odběr, za každý like, za každé zhlédnutí. No, uvidíme se u další části na hru Mass Effect Andromeda, tak zatím adios amigos.